crumb rubber, those little black pellets made from shredded tires that are used in artificial soccer and athletic fields. The fields are popular in Seattle because the tires get recycled and the reliable surface can stand up to soggy weather.
But tonight, a local coach is raising questions about the crumb rubber and cancer. KOMO 4 problem solver Gard Swanson reports.
5 seconds to get there. 5 seconds to get there.
Soccer runs in the blood of Husky assistant coach Amy Griffin.
Awesome.
She started playing goalie as a child and now helps goalkeepers at the University of Washington stay fit and improve their skills.
Here we go, Huskies.
Amy's always searching for new talent, keeping lists of top players. But one list of names isn't about recruiting. On it are 13 players from the state of Washington, all diagnosed with rare types of cancer. Of those 13, 11 come from a smaller pool of players. They're all goalkeepers.
Everyone says, oh, it's just a coincidence and kind of walks away, but the ratio of goalkeepers to field players is 15 to 1, 16 to 2, and I know plenty of goalkeepers that have cancer, and I don't know that many field players.
Amy says she can't walk away from this. She's not alone. Former professional goalie and reality TV star Ethan Zahn, who has twice beaten non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, had been keeping his own list, which he gave to Amy. Combined, we're talking about 27 players with cancer, 22 of them goalkeepers.
It's creepy.
Amy can't say why goalkeepers are getting cancer, but she does wonder if it's the field and the crumb rubber in it. Amy points out that goalkeepers spend a lot of time right here on the ground, diving for balls, blocking shots, and also ingesting these black dots.
I lived in this stuff. At 4 to 5 times a week, I was on it for hours, sweating, bleeding, everything. And looking back now, I wonder, could that have been the cause?
Amy's first brush with this unproven connection came during a visit to a sick goalie, Jordan Allerding.
And she said, I just think it's something with the field turf. I don't know what it is, but I think there's something in those black dots.
The former Husky goalkeeper was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma during freshman year of college when doctors discovered a large, deadly tumor.
It was about the size of a little bigger than a softball, and it was right in the center of my chest.
Today, Jordan is cancer-free, but she still questions the health effects of crumb rubber and the lack of further research.
If this can be prevented, I don't know why there isn't more effort being made to do the research and to find out.
How much do you miss your daughter?
Horribly.
The pain is still fresh for June Leahy. Her daughter, Austin Everett, a star goalkeeper for Seattle's Blanchette High School and later the University of Miami, died a year and a half ago. By the time Austin lost her second battle to non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, June was raising questions about the use of crumb rubber on soccer fields.
I feel that there is a strong correlation with the turf.
Fears like June's have been expressed before on KOMO 4. In 2008, we told you about a Tacoma Stadium High goalkeeper's battle with Hodgkin's lymphoma. Back then, Luke Beardimple and his family wondered if crumb rubber had played a part in his cancer.
I'll catch it, it'll stop the ball, but not the pellets, and they'll go into my face, they'll go into my eyes and my mouth.
In 2008, the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission tested some blades of grass used in synthetic turf for lead and found they did not contain enough of it to put children at risk. The agency later stated that its exposure assessment did not include chemicals or other toxic metals beyond lead. Tires do contain metals and chemicals that had been ruled too toxic to burn in Washington state. The average athletic field uses 27,000 tires. So can prolonged exposure to the fields make people sick? The Synthetic Turf Council says no. KOMO 4 requested an interview with the trade organization to talk about the safety of crumb rubber. The president was unavailable. The group directed us to its website where we found the following statement. For 40 years under EPA oversight and OSHA-regulated manufacturing, not one person has ever reported ill effects related to any materials associated with synthetic turf. Those statements and tests cannot shake loose the feeling Amy gets every time she learns the name of another goalkeeper with cancer. She also knows feelings and suspicion do not equal evidence.
It's certainly a valid concern.
Huskies head team physician Dr. John O'Kane and Amy have talked about the need for scientific and medical research on the effects of crumb rubber. He says Amy's list is only a starting point.
The question you would need to ask is, over that same time period, how many goalies are there that haven't gotten cancer? And until you understand that number, you really can't interpret that there's anything that's particularly dangerous about being a goalie when it comes to cancer.
O'Kane says that kind of research could take years. Amy hopes someone is willing to take on the work to provide her with an answer. She says any answer will do.
I would love for it to be disproven, or for someone to grab me by the throat and say, these are the facts, this is why it could never be this, this is just happenstance. That would be great.
Gart Swanson, KOMO 4 News.
While she waits to see if anyone decides to take a closer look at her list, we do want to clarify that only one player on her list of names was ever a Husky, Jordan Allerding. None of the others played for UW, but their names were passed along to Amy Griffin.